Good evening, everyone. It's the Walk Around Table coming live in effect again. I'm RJ. Happy to be with you all. We're taking it with force to the next level, right? And I'm so happy. It's just a good day. We're going into a cold weekend. We're going to keep it warm. We're going to keep the topics hot. Let's go around and introduce ourselves. We got Scoosh, Book, and Bear. Scoosh.
I'm Jeff Walker Sr., Papa J.
I'm Jeffrey Jr., Bobby. Hey Ryan, that was some slow jams that you came in on sounding all smooth. I'm sorry, go ahead, Justin. I got
Okay, natural.
go
It
ahead.
sounded like he was giving away concert tickets or something.
Natural. Natural. It's just natural, man.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Go ahead,
okay.
Justin.
And I'm Justin, the youngest.
Yeah, so I mean, it's I'm not giving away concert tickets or anything. I'm just naturally smooth. This is just what you see is what you get. So for all of you that want to understand, this is how it goes. So Scoosh,
Yeah.
Book, and Bear, what are we talking about this evening? What's on the docket for tonight?
All right, so the topic is what was one of the most ridiculous trends or fads that you wish you would have never caught on?
Only one?
Ooh,
I mean, I got a few.
Okay,
I got a
yeah.
few I can talk about, but we're gonna discuss some and air some stuff out.
Mm.
So
okay.
y'all want to start or should I start?
You
I'll
can kick.
start.
Oh, Daddy wants to kick us off
Let
today.
me let me start because I mean I'll probably drift into some of y'all's. But anyway, this trend, those pants that sag, that trend, I can't stand it. I was looking at some brothers the other day in the grocery store. I'm like, they still do that?
Mhm.
With them pants sagging to where you see the jockey, and all of that, and the belt is right around the butt area, and I'm like, okay, brother, if you were to commit a crime, ain't no way you could get away.
And run away.
No way you could get away running.
Pants around the
Man, the
ankles.
pants was sagging so much. And then
Oh,
they always pull them up, but not all the way, you know. And
Mhm.
it's like, it's something that just caught on that I just can't stand it. I can't stand it. Along with
we
baggy
used to do
clothes.
that when we were younger. We did
I
I
used
that
to
know.
do it all the time.
all
I
the time.
know.
Up until
Hated
college,
it.
I was sagging my pants.
Hated it.
Hmm.
That and baggy clothes. I always like fitted suits, the tailor, when I always loved that. Then they came out with these big suits that, look, Steve Harvey used to wear these, and sometimes he still does,
Yeah.
where the coat is so long, almost down to the knees.
Zoot
Those
suit.
Hated
The
that.
old
those
Zoot,
those
Zoot suit.
NBA
Yeah,
jackets. Remember those like
draft
them
day
NBA
suits.
players
Oh, in the
Yeah.
draft? Yeah, the
draft
old
days?
the
Ah,
old draft day suits.
with the
Oh, maybe like three sizes too
knitted
big.
ties. Oh, and they wore knitted tie. Carl Malone wore a knitted tie, and it had to be 2 inches long, and a brother's 6'10".
Yeah, that was
I
bad.
hated knitted ties. Every time my suits they're always fitted. They're always at the right length. I still do. I wear the French cuff shirts, and you can see my cufflinks coming out of the shirt or out of the sleeve of the jacket. But man, when they made those Steve Harvey suits that came down to the floor, I hated that. I just could. I hated it. Oh, hated it. Those are the worst clothes. I can't stand them suits. One, I don't know. One thing that I did like a fad that came in and out and is probably coming back is hats.
Hmm.
The fedora, the Superfly hat. I used to love those hats, but you had to have the right one. But now they're coming back a little bit, I think. And I don't know. If I see some guy wearing one that's like, man, that ain't the right style, ain't the right period. I hate that too. But my
Did
stuff,
Papa Walker used to wear fedoras, didn't he?
yeah, he
Yeah.
used to wear Stetson.
Oh,
So,
okay. With the
Cocked to the
feather.
side.
yeah, a little
Yeah.
short brim, but I'm
That's
talking
a
about the fedora, with the feather,
uh,
and all that.
Hmm.
Oh,
You
okay,
see
yeah.
Ron O'Neal sporting one of those. I like that, but those pants and those baggy suits, man, you can throw them, man, you can put them in a Goodwill display case all day and they won't sell. No.
Well, I mean, the kids, we did a lot of the baggy clothes when we were younger, and
Yeah.
then we started to wear fitted stuff as we got older. But the kids nowadays, all they want to do is wear baggy clothes.
Well,
Yeah,
it
like
goes in
that's
it goes in
it.
cycles because you
Cycle.
remember the skinny jean era. I mean, I think that
That's
when we got to
Oh,
college,
I hated that.
I think when we got to college, because yeah, it was real baggy clothes and like the oversized uh all white t-shirts and
Yeah.
my white tee, in that whole era. And then we went to college and then that it kind of got played. You know what I mean? Like it was baggy maybe for a year or so, and then it got played, and then we just started, I started not it just I didn't like it anymore. I kind of grew up. And then it was the skinny jean era where, they're wearing these skinny, tight jeans and sagging skinny jeans. So then that's what happened. So for the longest time, it's like, these brothers are wearing these real tight clothes that are two sizes too small and then sagging the pants in them.
Well, they had no
And,
choice but to sag them because they couldn't pull them up over their butt. It was
and
too
I got
small.
a story about
Don't make
that.
no sense.
Uh-huh.
I got a story about that. And that's one of the fads that was on my list that I hated, like skinny jeans. And I'll tell you why, because I'm a big dude, right? And so one day, me and Quentin were going out to a club, right? And the bouncer, do y'all remember Club Sugar in Milwaukee?
I think I remember it.
It was like a club that always
What street was it on? Was it on Titania?
I forget what street it was on, but like it was always a club that always like that threw foam like soap and foam like from the roof, and like it was always like wet up in there. But it was a fun club. Like, but once skinny jeans started popping off, like you couldn't get into a club without wearing skinny jeans. And so
Oh yeah.
I'm at this
Yeah,
line.
I remember being
I
in
remember
here.
that too.
You
I
can't get in your clothes too baggy. This
Like,
clothes
yeah,
that fit. Clothes
they
that
looking at your
fit.
pants.
They
They looking
would
at
do
they're
that.
like pull up your shirt so we can see the belt or whatever. Like, let me see it. It's all up on your waist. I'm like, dude. I'm like, and so me and Quentin are in this line, and like obviously, I guess my jeans was too loose. He said, "Nah, man, you can't get in. Your jeans is too baggy." All right. Quentin had an extra pair of jeans in his trunk,
Oh, you put them
right?
on?
I put on Quentin's jeans. I could not fit into them jeans, but like I
Oh,
fit in them just enough.
You got in? Oh, you put them on? Did they take?
I fit in them just enough, but I could not zip them up or button them.
those are skinny.
Do y'all have a picture of that?
I don't got a picture of it. Why would I take a picture of it?
Oh
But
man, I would love
You
to
had
like
see
to
that.
imagine it, Ryan.
I would
I
love to.
was so
Queens.
mad. I was
How
so
long were you? Was that? How long were you in the club? Was somebody performing? Was that down in
uh,
Miami? It had to be
no,
like.
this
No,
one ain't
it was
Miami. This
Milwaukee.
is
It
in
was
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Oh, that's in Milwaukee.
We was like 18, like we was like 18 in high school. And so like Quentin gave me a pair of his jeans that he had like in his back seat or something. And like so I'm squeezing into these jeans and I'm like, dude, I feel like such a female in these jeans. I don't know why they got us wearing these skinny jeans. And it's like, so I'm in this club and I'm like,
No.
I can barely move, man. I'm like, yo, dude, this is
No.
not gonna work for me. I hated skinny jeans ever since then. And like I was like, I have one pair of fitted jeans, and it's like those are like nice. They actually are like tapered and they really nice, but it's like that era. I hated it because of the fact that like they made you wear skinny jeans to get into the club, and I was like, no, I can't rock with this.
Well, here's the thing about clothes, though, and I think this is something that I had to learn because I mean, I like clothes and shoes and fashion just like anybody else, but I had to learn like you have to buy clothes that fit your frame, right? So when that era hit, those are built for men that you know have smaller frames, right? They're small and they're tiny generally speaking. We're all big, broad chested brothers like our father, strong and tall and wide. You need to wear clothes that's gonna fit you. Not stuff that's so baggy where you can't breathe. It's like wearing briefs that are too tight, right? I mean, you need to wear if you're gonna wear briefs, you need to wear ones that fit, or you need to
Mhm.
put some boxers on so you can breathe up in there. And if you can't breathe up with your jeans on, it's gonna you're gonna have some problems.
It's
Shoot, walking
terrible.
around there, you're gonna be in agony all night. What you want to drink, brother? Some water.
Everybody
Sweating,
was walking real slow.
sweating. No, you don't want no
Su
burger?
It's all,
Damn.
Super
Ooh,
slow. I'm
long
crack,
steps.
like, yeah,
cracking sweat.
if I move too fast, I'm like bust these jeans open. I'm like, dog.
I got a
Long
hernia.
I'm
steps.
like, I was like, man, I'm walking in there. I'm like, dude, this is
Wait,
Oh,
ridiculous,
split,
wait.
bruh.
Don't
split the
drop
rear.
nothing on the ground.
Oh no.
Split the
Hey,
rear.
but
Hey,
I
you better
do
get your car keys out your pocket.
like,
Wait,
I do
they're not
remember,
Carry
gonna.
them
like,
with you.
I
Hold
do
on.
remember, like,
That's terrible.
I do remember, like, me having fun in the club, but I was mad getting in the club.
You
I do
trying to
remember,
dance, and Honey was like, "Yeah, let's dance." You're like, "No, I'm just
no,
take it from
no,
from
I
the
do
chair."
Hey,
remember,
Move.
like,
man,
I
no.
do remember having fun that night, but like, I do remember being pissed off that I had to wear these jeans because I had to help hold them up all night.
Did you
But
dance or did you just do it? Because I mean, I've danced from a chair one time, and I got it in. She was
I mean,
leaving.
there
We
was
was sitting there
I
like
mean,
at the bar.
back then, like before cell phones and social media took over the club, like they was always dancing. It was fun up in there.
Oh
But yeah, like I was so heated that night,
man.
getting in. And
I
so
know you
like,
were.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
I got another one. I'm gonna throw one at you that
mm.
y'all probably can't remember. You remember them? You remember those Jerry curls? Jerry curls, man. I
Or
tell you,
the wave nouveau. You put
it's
the Pro
called
Style gel in there.
Jerry curl. Let me
Jerry
tell you,
Jerry with the
activator.
activator, because I used to
Yeah,
have the
yeah.
man,
wave nouveau with the Pro Style gel. And let it grow a little bit. Hit it one
man.
No,
time.
no, Daddy is talking about
I had the
like
genuine.
Soul Glow drip juice.
like Soul
Hey,
Soul
Glo.
Glow, the Ice Cube,
uh,
and the Soul Glow with the activator.
let me tell you how these things first started, boy. When Jerry curls first came out, those brothers and sisters used to get that hair permed up, and you could smell them coming a mile away. You could smell that perm in that head. Oh, it was the worst smell. It was bad. It was bad. And you get that perm in your head, you ain't gonna wash that head out, for weeks. You wanted that to last. But that smell, with all of that chemical in your head, I could smell you coming a mile away. You
And
couldn't put on nothing.
what did it smell like? I mean, it was so
Like
bad.
It
burnt
smelled like
hair.
burnt hair.
Burnt hair.
Burnt hair. It really smelled bad.
Oh,
And
okay.
you couldn't put on no cologne, nothing that's gonna mask that smell. But I remember them collars being all greasy and nasty, and brothers be sweating. Sisters have mirrors.
Sitting shaking in the
And
club in
you
the
do one of them
'80s.
numbers, everybody get wet. It was nasty.
What
I
about
hate it.
did you ever see the guy with the I'm thinking about when Dave
Yeah, I
Chappelle
thought about
did
that too.
what was it? What skit was that? When
The
they went to
Players
the
Ball
club?
skit or something
Huh,
like
which
that.
one?
You talking about the
It
one
was
where
no, it's Rick
Donnell
James.
Rollins?
Yeah,
It's
when
the
he
Rick
did when he
James.
went to
Yeah,
Rick James and he
in the
had
club.
it was Eddie Murphy,
Uh,
Charlie Murphy.
Charlie Murphy, and what's the one dude with Donnell Rollins? I think had the Jerry curl, and they was just sitting there. He
Oh
took the
yeah.
activator out.
He
They
shaking
was
his butt. He
dancing.
yeah.
got the activator springs.
I think Charlie
Yeah,
Murphy
yeah.
had the Jerry curl too, and he
Yeah, he
hit it one
did.
time.
Uh,
But
He
man,
did.
I had a boss. I'm gonna tell this quick story and I'll pass it on. I had a boss in Milwaukee, and he had a Jerry curl, and he had a Jerry curl wig, toupee, right?
Oh no!
So,
Cover the
so
top.
ha half the hair
Oh,
was natural, and the top was the toupee, right?
you could tell. I
oh
bet you could tell.
God.
Did you spot it a mile
Oh,
away?
that rug, man, that rug. Hey, it would come into work crooked, you know, every kind of which way, but it was not on straight.
Come up in there
I'm
like
like,
this here.
Nah,
it
sorry,
was.
y'all need to stop laughing at that man's man unit that was a
Wait, hold
Jerry
on.
Hey man, that was the
No,
Let me
worst.
open
the
the box up.
no, but the man units nowadays though, oh my
You can't
God.
They,
tell.
I be they're seamless. I've seen video.
And it's crazy though, but it's like they got the ramen noodle
Ramen
like
noodle
man
pack.
units, and it's
It look
like
like
they
the
pull
ramen
them
noodle.
off it's like they'll pull it off and you can't even tell that it's actually a man unit on his head.
But that's it's so terrible because
They're
if you put
artistic.
any water or shampoo on her head that night, it's gonna
I mean,
unravel like a
ain't no going swimming.
yeah.
I
It's
mean,
gonna
but
unravel. It's
I
gonna
mean,
unravel like a
all
loose
that
sock.
all that glue cannot be good for your skin on the top of your scalp.
Oh, it's absolutely
I
horrible.
Well,
mean,
you know what? Probably what happened is a lot of the folks that had Jerry curls back in the day don't got hair nowadays. I mean, I
yeah.
can't talk. I didn't have no Jerry curl,
You ain't
but
had no
Me
Jerry
too.
curl,
I'm
did
just
you?
saying.
All
You
natural
sure? You ain't had no
Just
perm?
saying.
I'm just. I mean,
I lost it naturally.
it's just an observation. That's
I'm just
all.
saying you was active back in the '80s too, man. I mean, I'm just
That's
saying.
just the observation. Hey, you know what? No, that made me think of something that was on my list.
What?
Uh,
What's that?
do-rags.
Oh
Just
Oh,
wearing
oh,
do-rags
man,
I
tell
gotta
me
everywhere
about it.
you go.
Justin
LeBron.
had one
yo.
on yesterday.
I
I don't wear
bet he
do-rags.
did.
I probably start I should probably start from since I'm growing my hair out. But Bobby, after do-rags, I got another one that's like close to that I want to
Do
share. But go
rag.
ahead.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it was,
I
you know,
actually like
it
that fad
wasn't,
though. I like
well,
it.
I mean, it
I
wasn't
didn't dislike
Jerry curls in our day, but it was waves, right?
Mhm.
And so I was part of it, just putting, what
You
was it,
had
Dax,
you had the 360s.
Dax. I had some waves when I had some hair. Yeah, I had some waves.
You got the
And then
360s. I didn't understand how I couldn't get them. My hair was too straight. I was like,
you
man, I
just
can't get it
didn't
like Bobby. I mean,
You just couldn't do it, brother. But wearing
Bobby.
those do-rags wherever you go. I mean, look, folks play basketball in do-rags. They got a do-rag on and then they got the headband, the sweatband
Yeah.
on.
Well,
I
well, it became a hair. You know what? It
it
was
was
so
a
bad.
style.
It
It's
became a
still, I
hair.
mean, in
It became.
some areas, sometimes it still is. I see it occasionally. It's not as prevalent as it used to be, but
It became a hairstyle. Like it became a wig for men. Literally, like if you really think about it, men, like if you could wear your do-rag, a lot of the brothers, I'm thinking of in high school, they would have to take the do-rags off, but then we would leave and play ball or go hang out at the mall or something like that, and the young brothers would just keep it on. You would never see their hair. And in college, it's you could just do whatever you want. So a lot of those brothers would they would always have do rags on. They had change it up so the colors match their clothes. It was like a wig. It was like a wig. And I'm like, and then every now and then you will see a brother with it off. I'm like, you don't look the same. Like
But
something about
you know what's taking over now though?
what's that?
Men wearing bonnets.
yeah, okay. So hold on before we
Men
get
That's
wearing
to
bonnets.
yeah, because it's a lot
What?
of folks
I
with
see it.
long
I'm a
hair.
teacher. These little
But
boys are
Man,
wearing bonnets.
I'm
They're not
getting
wearing
sick of this
do-rags.
hold on, oh wait,
emasculation.
wait, wait.
I am dead serious.
Let's get back to the bonnets because I'm interested in that. But let me
What?
tell you something before I forget. So with the do rags, um, I don't know about bonnets maybe, but with the do rags for
Mhm.
sure comes the real deep indentation across your forehead.
My
And
Yeah.
God.
so when you do take it off,
Oh yeah.
when you do take it off, you
Permanent
can tell that
wrinkles.
somebody had that do rag on. And
Mhm.
then the other thing that I was gonna say is that depending on the occasion, right? If you wear the do rag and you got a hat over it, usually that back flap is tucked in. But sometimes people like to have that flap flapping in the
No, you
wind.
know, I used to do the
You
braid,
know?
do the little braid, the little had a little
Oh, well,
braid.
see, look, he had his own little style. So it was some to those do rags, and I don't know. I chalk it up to like is one of those fads like sagging jeans or skinny jeans.
Mhm.
Mostly, I don't see that much anymore. But
Yeah.
anyway,
What
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 tell,
well,
tell
here,
them about the
well, let me
bonnets.
say something real quick, Justin, before you get to the
Mm.
bonnet, because I got a memory, and Bobby, you can attest to this, because we both went to Jay. So Jay, I thought was like the best barber when we first started getting our haircut. Bobby
Yeah.
went and got his haircut with Jay, and I started going, and I went all to Jay probably most of the time in high school, right? And so I kid you not, you couldn't tell me nothing when I went and got a fresh Caesar fade from Jay back then, right?
Mhm.
Fresh. I'm talking about day of, and then we would come. And I was talking. You remember, Daddy? I was talking to Mama about that shampoo. You remember the big luxury bottles of the shampoo conditioner that came from Sally's, or it was Sally's in one of the Black Beauty places. It was like a cream bottle, and it was like that. You know what I'm talking about, Bobby?
Right. Yeah,
And
I
you put it
remember
in
that
your
exact
hair.
bottle. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm talking about it just was the
It
best
was made it
shampoo.
soft. Yeah.
It's the best shampoo. I need to try to track that down. That's on my list. But anyway, I would be excited about my nighttime routine. This I'm thinking when I'm 15. I would get the haircut, I would go home, shower, wash my hair, and immediately I would get the Murrays. I'm like, let me get a, you know,
Nice finger pull.
yeah. So Bobby would have the Murrays or the Dax. But no, hold on.
Daddy would
Bobby,
have the Dax.
so it was the Murrays
Take
overnight.
some
It was
years.
like it's like the Murrays overnight. It was a real special method that you get the overnight one. So take it out, sit in
Yeah.
the mirror for like brush it,
No, you
and
know
then
what? I didn't
and
use Dax more than just a little bit because that was Daddy's thing. Daddy had Dax. Ryan used the sport or the Murrays. I used to use the sporting
I
waves.
used to use all of them.
You remember that
Yeah,
product?
I
Yeah.
used to use all of them, but I think Sporting Wave was the one that had the overnight. So you had the daytime and the overnight, and
I
it
mean,
was
it was
so
a whole
bad.
routine.
Yeah, and so then you would put it on at night and wake up, and the hair just would be, and the indentation would be terrible. It wouldn't go away until like second hour of school, but I would feel so fresh. I would be like, oh yeah, I'm hitting, and then I'd be walking around with my brush, the little brush,
Yeah.
brushing my hair every 5 seconds.
Constant brushing.
But I'm gonna tell you,
Oh, it was
the
a whole
funny
thing.
part is so as you get older, because now we most of us probably use natural oil. I use natural oils for my hair. That stuff was so bad for your hair and your scalp. It was just terrible. It had all those chemicals in it, and it took like if like I remember trying to wash that stuff out of my hair. It would literally take almost a week and a half to get all of that stuff out of your hair, trying to get your scalp clear of it. And it was terrible, just terrible for a scout.
Right.
Anyway, to bonnets, what are you seeing with these
Yeah.
bonnets?
Before that, but like, one product that I remember always using that I bought some the other day and I showed Daddy, like,
What?
because I was trying to figure out like some stuff to put in my hair to like
Black
make it
Magic,
softer. Blue
Black
Magic.
Blue Magic. Oh
Blue
yeah,
Magic.
you got to keep a bottle of that just in the
Uh,
house. I got some
yeah, so
in the sink in the guest bathroom up here. You got to just have that. That's
yeah. So I got a brand new bottle of Blue Magic on my table. But the
Put some
bonnets.
grease in your head.
yeah.
But these
Boy, your hair look dry. Put some grease up in there, right?
but these
And the olive moisturizer, the little green bottle, you got to have that too. That's an African. Those are African American staples. Even if you don't use them for a while, you got to have them sitting in the cabinet somewhere.
Mhm.
We giving
Hey,
folks
here's a
some
story
free
for you.
game
Yeah,
right
free
When
now
I
with
went
hair
game,
to
products.
free
Hey,
cultural game. This is the stuff
notice
we
I
need.
ain't saying a thing. I don't got.
Hey,
Never
hey,
mind. Go ahead,
we,
Justin. Go ahead. Go
we got to
ahead.
give them
hey,
some hair care
something real quick.
tips. You know what I'm saying?
When I went to school, I went to school in Iowa, right?
Mm.
And there were no black products on the shelf for the brothers to use when we went to the grocery store, went to the, Walgreens or something. No black products whatsoever in Sioux City, Iowa, right? So them brothers and me included would start using VO5. It's an old,
Part of that.
old hair oil, I guess, for white hair. It's not black hair,
Mm.
it's white hair. VO5. And man, it was we were the greasiest brothers on the planet Earth.
Terrible. He
Right?
didn't take
It
to
was
that. Terrible. You can't put
terrible.
that. That's for straight hair. You got wavy
Couldn't
and
put
thick hair. You can't.
didn't work. Anyway, sorry, Justin, go ahead.
No, but like I'd rather take the do-rag era over this bonnet era that I'm seeing. Like as a teacher, I'm seeing these young boys come in the classroom with bonnets on their head. I'm like, cause now I think a lot of the young boys are it's because they growing their hair a lot longer now. It's because like a lot of them are like, getting dreads or whatever, and a
No.
lot of, but it's like a lot of that I feel like also is because of probably like single mother culture, where it's like, a lot of these boys are being raised primarily by their mothers and like they're picking up habits from their mothers. And I think the bonnet wearing is one of those habits because like the girls don't say nothing to these boys about like you look girly by wearing this bonnet. Like it's accepted. you know, just as a thing where these black boys walk into class with bonnets on their head and nobody says nothing, nobody bats an eye. And it's like, it looks a little strange to me because it's like it would be the same thing if I saw, these little girls wearing do-rags. I'd be like, it looks a little weird. But like nobody is saying nothing to these little boys. And it's like, this is a trend that I'm seeing where I was like, yo, this is getting kind of out of control. This is becoming a new normal. And it's like, I'm seeing it mostly with the teenage boys, but like, eventually I think this may be a staple in our culture if it becomes, a trend that's ongoing.
Well, you know what I think though? I think that it goes into a bigger it goes into a bigger erosion of our culture. I mean, if you look anywhere in the globe, African people of the diaspora, including African Americans, are oppressed on some level, right? And that includes cultural, like erasure, cultural degradation, and like erosion. And I think a lot of it, if there is an emasculation of men, right? And like that's the aim, or trying to emasculate the women. That stuff gets pushed down to the children, unfortunately. And I think that, I think it's just very simple. Bonnets are meant for girls and women, right? It's not, even if, for boys that have, and it's to my opinion. I mean, there could be, I mean, it's bandwidth for, people that are in between, but generally speaking, like, bonnets are for boys, or for girls, and for women, not boys. Boys and men that grow their hair longer, they have things for them. It's dead. They have do rags, and they have, like, you see the brothers that are from the Caribbean. They have like the hair holders, and you get what I'm talking about. They
Mm-hmm.
have like they have those things that they can put on their hair to keep their
That stuff
hair
that
not.
like Sway used to be putting on his
Yeah, they
head.
have the man
Mhm.
hair wraps and stuff that are meant for the boys. But I think I mean, because even if you look into hip hop culture, it's very prevalent in the diaspora. You see a lot of things happening that are like that men are doing. It's very feminine, in my opinion,
Mhm.
right? And they're making it seem masculine, or trying to make it seem like it's a masculine trait. And to be honest with you, it's very feminine. It's very feminine traits.
I think a part of that started with the skinny jeans.
Maybe, and I
Mhm.
think, but and for me, it's like, you can wear what you want to wear, but I think that you can't, that sort of behavior. It's an emasculation. It's a whole conspiracy behind trying to emasculate, uh, our, just in kind of trying to diverge the two genders into the areas that they shouldn't be in. I feel, but
Mhm.
I mean, that can be something for another day. But that's just, I
Mhm.
don't like seeing that either, because it's like, you shouldn't. I mean, it's not for boys, right? So that's just my.
Yeah. I got a couple more fads. Uh, the batwing eyelashes that these women be wearing. I cannot stand them. Batwing eyelashes. Oh, it's like every time I see a little girl with some bat wing eyelashes, it feels like I want to just like swipe her face. I'm like, you got a spider on your eyeball. It's like, I just want to do that. I'm like, it's like, get that out your eye. Like, you can't see anything. I'm like, I know you can't see. You can barely hold your eyes open with those bat wing eyelashes. Like, that's a fad that I wish like just never happened. And like one of my last fads that I wish like I think it had its run, and I feel like this was one of the most detrimental fads to the black community, to black women, was BBLs.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah. Health wise, it didn't do good. There was a lot of
BBLs
women
it
dying behind that.
it started with Kim Kardashian and Nicki Minaj, I feel. Once they blew up and everybody saw like their body shape and was like, I want to look like that, that's when it exploded and like all these women started getting like all kind of stuff injected
Yeah,
in their butts. And it was like I was hearing women like getting pumped up with like a concrete mix and cement mix and all of this stuff. And I'm
they
like,
were dying from it too, because it's like
yeah.
they were dying from that. A lot of women die from that. It's
And but like eventually it just started looking bad. I'm
Well, it's
like,
just way too crazy. It's becoming out not proportionate. You got women looking like ants,
yeah.
but looking like an ant or a bee, like a bee bottom with a stinger on it.
I mean,
It's
cause if you watch any video, like I've heard people interview like men about like their thoughts on women with like fake or natural bodies. Men typically, for the most part, always say they prefer natural women to women who've had like all this plastic surgery, and it's like, yeah, because like it's the same thing with like women with like too much makeup. I prefer a woman that looks nice without the makeup. It's like I'm like, don't give me a woman with like 10 pounds of makeup on her face. And so like I think that's a trend that I'm glad to see kind of die out because like now that Kim K and Nicki Minaj are kind of like on the tail end of like their like run, like I feel like that BBL culture is kind of fading out. I think a lot of that is kind of starting to die down. I'm glad to kind of see it because like a part of me is like, it looks kind of trashy in my opinion. Like even though like some women look good with it, but it's like overall, like I feel like there's nothing beating like the natural beauty
Yeah, and
to
it's
me.
dangerous when you get those chemicals put into you. Those compounds. Like anytime, I'll put it to you like this: anytime you have surgery and someone needs to cut on you, it's dangerous because
Mhm.
you need to get all sort of medicines and stuff to prevent infection. But then when you're pumping chemicals in your body to make it look different, and you're taking fats
Mhm.
from different areas to make it look different, it gets dangerous. And then a lot of them, I think, were doing things that were like kind of off the books, outside of hospitals, outside of clinics. And a lot of those women were passing away, unfortunately. God bless their souls, because just chasing beauty. And I think that it's gotten to be dangerous. It's
Yeah.
gotten to be dangerous. So it's a good thing, for the health and well-being and life of a lot of
Mhm.
sisters that are, I mean, of course, wanting to be beautiful just like any other woman. But
Yeah.
Another thing you can add to that is those fake fingernails where they put them on, and I think it's keratin or something that's on your nails, the makeup of your nail.
Mhm.
Mhm.
If you wear them for so long, your nails become extremely thin,
Mhm.
literally.
Oh, you mean like when they put the stuff on top of the nail, like they just put the big fake nail on top?
No, they put the fake fingernail on, and the adhesive
Oh,
actually eats through the nail itself. And the next thing you
Mhm.
know, they're gluing the fake nail to the nail bed,
Mhm.
actual skin. So it gets
oh,
so thin,
Mhm.
and everybody wants claws, I guess, but yeah, it's a
yeah.
health thing, I guess.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
You gotta be
Well,
healthy.
I okay, I got a funny one. Let's start talking about some funny stuff now.
Mhm.
Y'all remember when folks used to walk around with Bluetooth things in their ear just all day long?
What about the necklace? The herringbone neck, the one with the necklace, and then they had the necklace around with the
No,
earpiece.
but I mean like how you yeah with the earpiece. And
Oh,
you
that
know,
was
look,
even worse. The one Bluetooth was terrible, but they
the
had the neck,
one, the
but they
one.
had the necklace with both earphones, and then the necklace would be like this, and then they be
Man,
holding the
okay, so
phone.
I
They
was
be holding the phone.
I tell you real quick. So, I don't know where I was. I forget now where I was, but I know I was on vacation and I was somewhere in the pool. And there was this dude. I remember him very distinctly. He had it was an older guy, very hairy, and he had a Speedo on. And he would just walk up and down while we were swimming. He was walking up and down near the pool, real serious look on his face,
Doing a
looked like
business deal.
he had to handle some business, right? And he had that Bluetooth in his
Did
ear.
he keep touching it?
Uh,
He kept touching it, and I didn't
like
see him
he
talking
was
to
a
nobody,
secret
but like he
agent.
was ready. I didn't see him talking. He had no conversation, but he was walking with intent, and he kept touching that thing. Like he was
he wanted
ready.
y'all to know that he had a Bluetooth earpiece.
Like
Like, I want
he
y'all
thought
to
he
know.
thought he was Secret Service or something.
I want
I
y'all to
mean,
Yeah.
I
know.
didn't see I didn't see no phone or nothing. He had that thing in his ear though.
He didn't have a phone in his hand. He was just
I mean, I don't know where he had his phone, but
Probably tucked in
I
a
wasn't
mosquito.
I wasn't asking questions. I just, I
Morse
was swimming and
code.
I looked up and I saw him and he kept just pacing back and forth and like he was ready to accept the call
Close a deal.
at all times. So that's one that I'm glad is gone. I don't need to see nobody just walking with one little ear, head thing or earpiece in his ear. That one was
Oh,
funny to me.
that's funny.
Um,
I got a
I
funny
remember
one too.
folks. I remember folks wearing color contacts. I don't see that too much anymore, but I do
Mm.
remember the color contacts.
It
Like,
used to be. It used to look nice on some women. I give them that.
well, like, yeah, I mean,
Some
but
women would
purple.
like,
Like, I
I
saw
would be like,
folks with like purple contacts and
yeah.
all
That's
these different type
weird.
of colors. That it,
Cat eye or the cat
yeah, I
eye.
mean, it's fun. It was fun to look at, but
It
I
was
mean, I
just,
just haven't seen them in a long time.
yeah. It was this one
All
girl
right.
in high school. I used to just be gush over her when she put hers in. I used to be like, oh, she fine.
Yeah, I bet you did. Now, okay, here's some that um I like and I liked them back then, and I wish they would come back. The part of me wish they would come back.
Hmm.
I'm gonna just rattle them off real fast. Starter jackets. Y'all remember those puffy starter jackets? Now, granted, we don't live in a
Yeah.
place where we need that stuff anymore. Although I heard that y'all got a storm coming, so y'all might need some starter jackets down where y'all are.
Hey, I'm
Uh,
glad for that storm. I got a 3-day weekend coming.
Okay, well, there you go. You can
That's good.
relax. So the
Yeah.
starter jackets was one. All the FUBU and Carl Kanai and all that stuff that we used to wear back in the day, right?
Whatever
Um,
happened to FUBU? They just disappeared or something?
what's his
I used
name?
to
Went on
like
Shark
FUBU.
Tank. I mean, I don't know. He had something else to do.
Yeah, I think they like warehouse that stuff. The discount sellers.
Mhm.
It's probably in Asia somewhere.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so this one, I don't know how big it was outside of Milwaukee. Well, okay, so it's two parts, and it's got to do with spinning, right? One
Mhm.
is everybody know about the G unit chains that spun, right? I used to let them things,
Spinners.
the spinner things on the chain. But before that, if you grew up in Milwaukee and you would see these rim shops. And then y'all remember the Latrell Sprewell spinner rims?
Uh,
Spinning rims.
hey,
Ooh,
he had a
I
good
used to
little
love them
run. He
things.
had a good little 3 or 4 year run on those.
Yes, yes, I
Mhm.
used to love them. So I mean, for folks that don't know, you got the normal rims, and then they had part of it where it would spin. And so
You
when
wanted to come
you
back.
would drive,
And
they would be
the
spinning,
wheels
and then you
stop.
stop
Yeah.
at the light, it'd keep on spinning. I'm like,
Oh
man, that's
yeah.
cool. Yeah,
You
so
want
I wanted them.
but you want that fat to come back.
I want to see. I mean, I ain't
He
gonna
just
buy
he
none.
just want to see it a few
I
more
just want to see
times.
it. I ain't gonna buy none.
Oh, I'm about to
And
say that.
when
I
I
used to always think that was so country. I'm like, if you don't get them big old
oh
things
No,
on
man,
that Cadillac,
I love
it
them
was cool.
things.
I mean,
y'all
it had to
all
be for the
like
right
them. I
car.
thought it was so country.
Yes,
I used to love to
get
see
that.
it like on a big truck, like an Escalade. Like
Yeah,
other than that, like I'm like, yeah. But
Hey,
like on a big Yukon or Escalade, I'm like, that's
but
cold.
hey,
it was some busted up cars with some
The
Latrell Freewell rims
the
on.
rims cost more than the car.
yeah.
Yes.
Hey, here's one for you though. Down here, well, in Houston, what are they sporting now, Ryan? The
Oh, you
big
know
spokes.
the elbows.
Oh,
Spokes.
The what?
these
Elbows.
things. Yeah.
Listen, they cover the whole lane, so they call it
Spokes, you
Mhm.
can't even drive
they
next
call
to
it
them.
riding slab, slow, low, and banging, or whatever it means. But you know, they had these Cadillacs, and the spokes come out to here. And literally, it covers the entire lane. So if you get too
The
close,
It's
lane.
gonna scratch your car up,
yeah,
right?
it's gonna put a hole in your tire.
Oh,
You know, it's like the twisted metal on
look it
rims. You
up.
need to
The
ride with
Houston
them.
Rim. The
I
Houston
mean,
elbow
that's
rim.
illegal, right?
It's
That
not
The
ain't
cops
illegal. It's
have them.
legal.
legal. They do it down here.
It's legal.
But the other day, I was watching the news and the cops, I think they were in a parade or whatever, but they were, they had their sported out all the way, rolling down the highway down I-10. So
The cops had the elbows
props
on.
at him. Yeah.
Don't get too
Yeah,
close.
Anyway, go
you
ahead.
down here.
No, the only other one that I could think of was and this was a dance challenge. So y'all remember the Running Man dance challenge that they had maybe like in 2020? You don't remember that?
Mm-mm.
No.
I'm gonna have to send y'all the video, but this was like I think it started on TikTok and then it got to Instagram and all these other social it was a social media dance trend. And then what made it big, at least to me, the first time I saw it was this was back when LeBron was on the Miami Heat. And then they all did this dance trend and they were dressed up. LeBron was dressed up as a
Oh, you
king.
talking about the Harlem Shake?
The Harlem Shake, I'm sorry. What
Yeah.
was it? Yeah, the Harlem Shake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that's the
Harlem
one,
Shake where
not the
they
Running
would
Man.
be dancing all crazy. Yeah.
They
Not the
were
Running Man.
doing
Yeah, yeah, the Harlem Shake. That's the one I'm talking. That's the one I'm
that
thinking
wasn't
of.
in 2020 though. That was like
That was a few years
That was
behind that for
before
me.
that.
that was like 2015. 20 yeah, that was like 10
Yeah.
years ago. Dun,
Okay,
dun,
Yeah.
so
dun,
that's
dun,
the
dun,
one
dun,
I'm
dun,
talking
dun,
about. That's
dun,
the one
dun.
I'm thinking about. And I
I
remember
thought that was
that one was
hilarious
fun to me.
when they
Yeah, it
all be
was.
still and they just go crazy. Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
that was really
Yeah, that
funny.
was one that was fun to me. I always wanted us to do that. We can still do it. I mean, these other
Hey,
trends are coming back.
I want us
hey,
to
I
make.
forwarded Justin,
Hmm.
I forwarded Justin a couple videos on some dance routines
Oh,
yesterday.
those
Those
dudes were amazing.
are crazy.
Like, did you send them to Bobby and
No,
Ryan?
you still got them on your phone?
Yeah, I can send it to him. Like that,
Oh
like it, like
man.
remember that?
Oh
It reminded me of like Ryan's performance of the Sigmas where they
yeah.
did the bird or the dove like thing. Remember that, Ryan? When y'all did like the
Oh yeah,
hands,
I remember.
but like
They
it
came.
was like that,
It
and it
was
was.
class. It was classic.
I mean, it was cold. I was at the show, but like it
I didn't know
was.
you were there. You were there.
Yeah, I was there. I think I was there. Yeah, I think I was there.
Okay.
But but yeah, like it was cold. Like these dudes were like dressed in like as like robots, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
But
So
a trend that I liked, uh, I know we talk about trends that that we didn't like, but a trend that I like that is around that I saw the kids embracing, like mostly on TikTok, but not really in person, was the matchas and quarter zips. Y'all know what that is?
The quarter zip, like a sweatshirt.
Yeah. Like
oh yeah.
because
Yeah.
like the kids like were like, oh, we not wearing like Nike Techs or hoodies anymore. We're gonna wear the quarter zips and like they're like 18-year-old kids like with like coffee and matchas in their hands from Starbucks or whatever, and like trying to have like a more mature look. And it's like I used to look at that. I'm like, all right, that's cool. I don't know if they was trying to make fun of like clean cut dudes for being clean cut, or if they was actually embracing the clean cut like look. But like
What's
either way,
a quarter zip? Is
a
this? Is
quarter
that?
is
Yeah, it's like
basically what
that.
you got on.
It's like
Oh,
that.
I'm thinking just hoodie, like quarter zip. That just
No,
went
no,
crazy.
It's
like
basically like a
it's
zip
like
up
this,
sweater.
but
Yeah, I got
what is it? Yeah.
Yeah, so like a quarter zip. Like so like that's what it is. And like it was like one of those trends that I was like, all right, maybe some of these kids that's wearing bonnets and do-rags is actually gonna like throw those out and like embrace a more clean cut, mature look. And like, but I
Well,
only
think
saw
about when
it.
Kanye had came out for the first time and he was wearing polos and khakis and all of that stuff with his backpack. All right.
Yeah.
So it
I
kind of
mean
reminds
like
me of that.
yeah, I mean like Jay-Z had a whole movement where like folks was wearing button-ups and like
Mhm.
that kind of stuck with me like forever. Like I'm still wearing button-ups. I mean like, it requires I'm on the job wearing button-ups. I mean, it's kind of the part of the teacher look, but you
Yeah, I
know.
remember that when he came out with that song. Your boy is back, Maybach Coupe is back, and he's sitting on the couch. He got his hat on, and he had the big old colorful button up. And then I remember
Yeah.
they started selling those. They really jumped on that trend. Yeah,
Hmm.
but you know what
Yeah.
mine is? I got one trend. Oh, did you have something else to say?
Oh
Just
no, no, you
I
got
got one trend. I wouldn't say I dislike it. I'm kind of in the middle of it, but it's like kind of oversold. And I think it's funny every time I hear it. It's 6'7". You know the whole 6'7",
it.
6'7". And I mean, so I think the genesis of it
Memes.
is LaMelo Ball was getting interviewed by some kids network, and they asked him how tall he was, and he had said 6'6" or 6'7", and he's like super trendy and like I guess cool. So they took it and they started using it as a verb and an adverb for all sorts of things. And I took it as okay, like as I started, it seems like people use 6'7" as like so or maybe if and but like kind of like as
Either or.
either or
Uh,
like
Yeah.
it's just a
six
meme.
seven,
They
you
say
know.
Yeah.
whatever. That's all it is. It's a
Yeah,
meme.
yeah, or just
Mm.
whatever, or and then sometimes they just say it and it don't make sense. And I'm like, who is like? And I remember when I was hearing it, I'm like, if they don't stop with this crap, like, who is making this stuff up? And what? But I think for me, I think the funny part is like, how did this even become a verb? How did
Mm.
it like catch fire like that when he was answering a question about his height? I just thought it was funny, like the genesis of it. Now it seems like that's kind of tailored off. I don't see it
Mm.
as much, but that was a trend that I was just like, if they don't sit down and get out of here all the way with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kids
That
don't
was
like
tough.
the kids don't really say it too much anymore.
Okay,
It's
okay.
starting to annoy them. I think at
Yeah.
first they were saying it just to annoy parents and adults, and now
You say
they
back.
over it. So it's on to the next thing.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Y'all
you
got
got your
anything
foot.
else?
You got your foot to the ground or ear to the ground on that one, Bobby.
Oh, I think I've heard 6'7" more than all of y'all combined. I probably just last week, but you know.
I got
That's
one more,
hmm
and we can probably wrap it up. I don't know. I don't know if mine is a trend or an annoyance, but these
Mm.
brothers that have these loud stereos in these raggedy little $200 jalopy cars, the stereo's $5,000 and the car's only worth 250.
And
But they be
you
rocking the neighborhood and they be shattering my windows
can't even hear the
all the
music at
time.
that point.
Ah,
Like, you can't
I don't
even
know if that's
actually
a
hear the music. It's just vibrating the car at that point.
I don't understand. I never, you know what? I think I understood. Like back when they were putting these big subs in the back of the trunk, sometimes it would sound okay if it was done right. But I'm thinking just when they would get these subs just to like rattle, like trunk rattlers,
yeah.
and you're turning the music up so loud. Like, what's the point? Like when it gets to the point where like the actual song is not audible anymore, you can't even hear it. I don't know what the purpose it serves. I mean, other than like I mean, and I always thought of it as like it should be like
Drawing
a movie,
attention.
like yeah, it's drawing too much attention, but it should be like a movie, like when the beat hits, boom, like you can kind of hear it in it's a smooth vibration. But I feel like it's something wrong with like it's not installed right if it's shaking your car, like and your car sound like it's about to fall apart.
Man, we got this one brother that rolls through this the subdivision. He has it has to be about a 1995 Chevy with a Continental kit on the back. It's a low rider with I don't know if he has the elbows on it. I think he does. And his is the loudest storm window rattling piece of crap that you ever want to see. It's on his last legs, but that stereo, if he sets that car down somewhere and somebody knows he has that in there, they're gonna take that stereo and leave the car.
Like
They're gonna take everything out of that car.
I
They're gonna
saw I,
take that sub. They're gonna
I saw
take
that guy the other
everything out of
day.
there. Huh?
I saw him the other day.
Yeah, they're gonna take everything out of that car
Yeah.
and leave that car. It is
Mm.
so bad. I know it's a trend because I know it's a trend, you know.
It's crazy.
But I guess it's going to be over when he loses his hearing.